Hi, I'm here hanging out with my old pal, the Beetle, and I want to make a part two about my thoughts on item rarity. And I first want to start off by apologizing. I want to say I'm sorry to all of the veteran Path of Exile players out there that I might have offended. I said that y'all need to go back to Path of Exile 1 and, all of this. It's kind of being a little mean there. I want to say this right now is that y'all do know more than me, and you know better, you know. However, in this video, I kind of want to have like a discussion and maybe ask a few questions. And I would really love it if I could maybe talk to a veteran Path of Exile player. Maybe interview some of these guys that are having these discussions, and maybe get some more information out of them that I might not understand. So, what are the arguments? Okay. One of the arguments that I'm hearing a lot, I've watched a lot of videos, and one of the main arguments is that you feel bad about not wearing it, and you feel like you have to make a character that's made for Magic Find. Like this character, the sorcerer, that could do it fairly easy. I just found out about this shield that could buff up your item rarity, and like my last video, there's a unique belt out there, a unique shield and a unique belt, and it could buff up your item rarity real good. And some people are getting up to 600% item rarity. Okay, so my question to that is, let's say you're playing another build, and what I'm kind of hearing too. Well, I'm gonna go into part two here. So part two of the argument that I'm hearing a lot is that should item rarity affect currency? So if I'm stacking a lot of item rarity, I get a lot of currency. And what it's doing, or what we think it's doing, is it's inflating the market right now. But my thoughts on this and the previous before is A, does that one stat on one piece of gear, so like these boots, if I took off item rarity and I put something else, how much power am I really gaining there? You know? How much power am I really gaining? So why can't these other builds incorporate Magic Find into their setup? Now the shield thing, where it's a shield and only some builds could wear it. Okay, yeah, maybe that's an issue. Okay, yeah, I give you that one. But that's only one piece. You can find item rarity on all these pieces: your hands, your rings, your hat, your necklace, and your boots. You can find all of that. So other classes can wear item rarity. Yeah, you're not able to stack it. You're not able to stack it up on those other classes like you can on the sorcerer. So yeah, my question is that one stat really gonna make or break a build? Okay. Uh, and part two that I'm hearing is, shouldn't we expect the market to go up in prices after 2 weeks of being in? Like in Path of Exile 1, all of the sought after uniques, they go up in price after the first couple of weeks have went by. and then they only grow in price the more further into the league, right? So shouldn't that be expected to happen? And another thing I kind of want to get y'all to think about too is the affecting that goes with the affecting currency thing is, don't we need a lot of currency right now in order to craft, since we don't have a lot of deterministic crafting in the game right now? That's more for Path of Exile veteran question right there. Let's say they add something else into the game. you know I think that would be a good thing for the game. And yeah, they need to take a look at essences. Some people are talking about essences and how crafting doesn't really feel good. It feels like gambling. So yeah, maybe they do need to add another system in there to make crafting a little bit more deterministic. But my point still stands, is that I don't want it to turn into Path of Exile 1.5, where you have to do this crazy crafting and it's like super complicated to do. Yeah, they might need to add something else to make it a little bit more deterministic and help those, because you want Path of Exile veterans to feel good about the game too. Yeah, they want to craft. They want to do a better. They want crafting to be better. But like I said, my argument about that is, since we don't have that right now, don't we need a lot of currency so we can craft? And isn't gambling kind of fun? And isn't Magic Find fun? Don't you get excited when you see lots of divines dropping and stuff? Doesn't that give you like a what's the word for it? It's like euphoria or something. Like it makes you feel real good. When something drops. Something of value. It gives you that feeling. There's a word for it. I just can't think of it. Let me know in the comments what it is. But it makes you feel real good. Isn't that fun? And isn't gambling fun? That's my question to you. Now, I agree with you that they do need to add something. That's not the argument. The argument is, don't you find it a little fun? Isn't it fun? Or like even farming the beetle, wasn't it fun? And yeah, and that's the third thing I want to apologize about, is that I said the exploit early mentality, that we need to get rid of that. Now, I still believe that we do need to get rid of it. But I was also guilty of farming the beetle. I was exploiting early. And then not only that, I have 150% magic find on my character right now. So I am abusing the magic find. But like I said before, is it really abusing it? It's in the game, and that's how y'all feel too. So if it's in the game, hey, do it. Well, do it early, do it often. I get it, but we do kind of have to back away from that mentality, all of us, because we want the new player experience to be better than that. We want to make this game a little bit of a better game. So that's so my argument on that would be, is it really an exploiting thing to run magic flying? Is that really an exploiting thing to do? And isn't currency, what's the value of currency to you? What do you think it is? Like an SSF, magic find would be good, right? Because you don't have a lot of access to some deterministic crafting that I talked about, right? So yeah, it's good. And it's also good in trade, because the more items that are on the market, and the more people are making currency, the better off it is. The more fun and euphoria you get to have that. Now you get to play economics. So some people really enjoy that. So those are some of my questions. Let me know down in the comments below, and if somebody wants to engage with me and maybe have a talk and kind of discuss these things, because I'm still kind of a newer player. Yeah, I played some Path of Exile 1, but I'm, like I said in my other video, I'm not very good at it. I could get to high end maps, but really, man, I get stuck, man. And I get to the point where I can't beat Maven and I can't beat Elder, and I think I've beat Shaper one time, and to me, I just can't engage with Path of Exile 1. But I can engage here in Path of Exile 2. So let me know, you know, maybe we could have a back and forth, and I could hear your thoughts, and I could ask questions and stuff, and maybe that might be an interesting experience for both of us. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope everything goes well. Bye.